Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. So today is the 1st of December, and I have to admit that I am really embarrassed because I wanted so much that as possible will participate uh, in the giveaway um that I posted the video once again, not taking under consideration that people that will comment on the second video that I post will not be able to participate on the draw because I cannot take into account both videos. All of the pickers of comments are taking comments from only one videos, and I don't know why it's like that. I couldn't find any comment picker that takes into account two pickers. So I wrote to all of those lovely ladies and I asked them to leave a comment on the first video as well. And I will wait until they will before I will do the draw. So maybe the draw will be tomorrow and not today. But first I'm going to do this reading. And as I said, this month is going to be at the sign of Rider-Waite tarot decks, all sorts of tarot decks that are Rider-Waite, and all sorts of decks that are Rider-Waite clones, but real Rider-Waite clones. But mostly Rider-Waite because there are so many Rider-Waite decks out there that it will really blow your mind at the amount, and I don't have all of those. So first of all, I'm using the dark one, and this is the first dark one I have. I already have another dark one, but this is the first dark one I have, and this is for a dark reading. And yesterday I watched two videos by Trevor Colt. And in the first one, he was very angry at the racism by Lady Hussey. And he was really talking about it and talking about how he doesn't think that racism has any place in the royal family. And I was a little bit puzzled because when I read what happened between Lady Hussey and that woman, Ngozi, and I don't remember her last name because it wasn't important enough for me. It seemed to me like that woman was fishing for a racist comment. It really seemed like Lady Hussey was really trying to be very nice, was trying to make a conversation, was really trying to get some kind of a response from that woman, and that woman was making it very hard on Lady Hussey to make a conversation with her. And it looked like she was on purpose looking like someone of color, looking like someone who came from a different country, and on purpose making it difficult for Lady Hussey. So I did a Google search and I just wrote the name of that woman with Meghan Markle, and naturally I found that that woman is a Meghan Markle or a Sussex supporter, which I wasn't surprised at all. So it was quite obvious to me that that woman did that on purpose, and the whole reason she did that was to show that Lady Hussey was a racist, that there was structural racism in the royal family, especially because of the award that the Sussexes are about to receive about fighting structural racism in the royal family. So she came there dressed as if she comes from some kind of African country, and made it. Look what card I got, the devil. And the reading that I was going to do is called the devil. Anyway, so she came to Buckingham Palace dressed as if she is coming from an African country, and on purpose making it very difficult for Lady Hussey to make a conversation, making it very hard for her to not answering on any one of her questions, and trying very hard to make Lady Hussey look racist. I don't believe for one moment that Lady Hussey is really racist. I believe she just fell into the pit of this woman who tried to put her in this trap. And later I saw another video by Trevor, who actually said that he realized that this was probably a trap that was laid before Lady Hussey, and she was not racist. So I can understand why Trevor fell into that trap. Many people did, and even William and Catherine, that were far away and did not know exactly what was happening, fell into that trap and did not know exactly what happened. Okay, so before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such, it may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. So as I said, this is a Black Rider-Waite tarot, which I usually use for nefarious questions. And I'm going to use a tarot spread that is called the Devil, and the first card is the Ego card. So and I have to I'm using my phone, one of my phones, in order to read this spread, because this spread is not on my tome of spreads yet. I haven't put it down here. So the ego is who is that person, Ngozi, and what does she think of herself? What is the identity that she is thinking of herself, or what does she identifies with? And what I'm getting here is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is the adventurous queen. She is also the Scorpio queen. So she is the one that will go and sting someone. She is the one that will go and do something like this. She looks at herself as someone who will take upon herself doing something that is stingy, take up an adventure. The Queen of Cups is also a woman who is very easily will burn bridges. And I remind you that she is on the Sussex side. So she doesn't care if she causes any bridges to burn between the Sussexes and the royal family. She is only cares about making her point, and she sees that as an adventure. So she sees herself as someone who will go out on this adventure in order to prove a point and to even do something that is stingy and to cause something to change. And she caused a very major change. She caused Lady Hussey to lose her job, to lose her, to retire. So she caused a very major change and to burn bridges. And this is a very major burn of bridges. So this is who she sees herself. She sees herself as someone who is very easily goes and creates change. So this is her ego. Now the second card is her shadow. So what is that woman's shadow? What is the part of herself that she rejects? What is the part of herself that she feels insecure of or that she's ashamed of? And what we're getting here is, sorry, but this card is not coming out, and we get the Ace of Sword. So when the Ace of Sword comes in a negative place, because this is a negative place, this is something that she's ashamed of, this is not a good thing, because the Ace of Sword is a great card. This is a card of someone who is very good in thinking, in planning, someone who knows how to plan things. And when it comes in the negative place, it shows that she is getting credit for other successful plan. So she's not the one who's making the plans. She's only getting the credit for others' plan. She is immature and her ideas usually fail. Her ideas are not successful. And when something she does is successful, it's usually something that someone else thought about it. It's something that someone else, it's someone else's plan. And she's very quickly cutting things without giving chances. She is not doing things, she's not giving chances to her own ideas because it has tendency to fail. She's only doing things when other people are telling her what to do. And this gives me even more of a thought that this wasn't her plan. This was something that was told her. She was told to do that, probably by someone from the Sussex side. This was not her idea. This was the Meghan's idea, probably, and she just went out and did that, and she looked at it as if it's an adventure, and because it was not her plan, she knew that there was more chances that it might succeed. Okay, so that's the second card. The third card is comfort. What makes her comfortable? What is it about her attachment that she finds soothing. What makes it difficult to face, wait a minute, what makes, sorry, what makes it difficult to face the shadow? Okay, so what makes her feel comfortable? And because it makes her feel comfortable, it is difficult for her to face her shadow. And the card that I'm getting is, sorry, death. And death is a card of changes. So death is not a bad card. It's a card of changes. It's a card of a lot of things that happen in this card. It's change, it's children, it's sunlight that is coming, it's even a religious person here that is here to see death coming. So this is a major change card. And usually what death means is that it's time to start living. So she feels comfortable when change is coming, when there is change. Change is the best thing for her when we are talking about change. When we're talking about what makes her feel comfortable. But when things are stagnant and when things are not changing, then her shadow side is coming out, and then it's the time when she feels that it's impossible for her to deal with her shadow side. So if we're trying to understand why is death not allowing her to accept her shadow side, or to accept the fact that nothing that she really tries to do or to plan ever succeeds, it's because of the negative side of this card. And the negative side of this card is self-destruction. And because death is a card that says it's time to start living, when we're looking at the negative side of it, or the shadow side of it, the shadow side of it is that it's self-destructive. And when you're not taking it as it's supposed to be, that it's time to start living again, it's time to embrace the change and to realize that things are changing and you cannot get things as they were always, then you are being self-destructive. And that goes well with the fact that she cannot stand the fact that nothing that she ever plans ever succeeds. So this is the third card. Now the fourth card is avoidance. Avoidance is, what is she trying to avoid? What feelings is her shadow bringing up in her, and what is she fearing? So this is a bad card from the beginning till end, because this is the avoidance card. So what is she trying to avoid? And what we're getting here is the Chariot. Now the Chariot is a card that speaks about fulfilling your dreams. This is about chasing your dreams no matter what. This is a card that says you need to go after your dreams. You need to, even if it means fighting, even if it means going wherever till the end of the world, no matter what, but go after your dreams. Now, because she's trying to avoid that, we need to look at the negative side of this card. And the negative side of this card, first of all, shows us that she is in a very bad relationship. But this is on the side. It shows us that she is very easily gets into quarrels, into disagreements. She's a one-sided person. This is exactly the person that will go and incite a disagreement, a quarrel. She's the one that will go and try to show the world that someone else is a bigot or a racist. She's one-sided, she's destructive, she's abusing her role. This is exactly what she did. She abused the fact that she was even invited to Buckingham Palace. She has tendency to give up the things that she really, really wants. And because nothing that she ever plans never succeeds. So she gives up on those things that she really, really wants, and she gets into fights about other things. She gets into fights about things that are not really the things that she wants, and she's trying to show us that other people are the bad ones, but it's not the truth. The truth is that she's the one who is the self-destructive one. She's the one who is not succeeding. She's the one who instigates the quarrels and the disagreements and all of that. She's the one who is to blame. So that's the fourth card. Okay, next card is the fifth card, and that's projection. Projection. How is the rejection of her shadow affecting others? So how the fact that she's rejecting the Ace of Swords, how is the fact that she's rejecting the fact that nothing really succeeds when she's trying to plan it? How is it affecting others? How is it affecting her personal life? And what else is she rejecting in order to remain comfortable? What is she giving up? I'm sorry. I mixed up two things. So this question is, how is the rejection of her shadow affecting others? Where in her outer life does she see her shadow, and who is her scapegoat? Okay, so how rejecting the fact that she never succeeds in anything that she plans, how does that affect her personal life? And what is she rejecting in others because of that? Because she wants to remain comfortable. And what can we see that she's giving up because of that? So what we're getting here is the King of Wands. Now, this is not a bad card for this is not a bad place from the beginning, but this is not a great card to begin with. The King of Wands is a king that starts things and very, very easily gives up because he is egotistical. He is someone who is getting angry very easily, and he knows how to initiate things, but he doesn't know how to take them all the way through. And because his plans never succeed, he gives up. And that's exactly what we see with the King of Wands. So this is what she does. She starts things and then she just leaves them alone because it makes her feel more comfortable. She doesn't want to experience the failure, because she knows that if she will try and take that plan all the way through, it will fail, because it always does. So she never tries to take those plans all the way through. So she starts things, but she always gives them up. And she gets irritated very easily. And she always tells other people that it's not because she thinks that it will fail, but she gets angry and something else just got her angry, and all sorts of excuses why she decided to leave it. But that's exactly what the King of Wands does. He decides to leave the question, to leave what he started, because he just doesn't have the stamina to take the things all the way through. He burns, and that fire is enough just for a match, not for a candle. Now, the second part of the question was, who is her scapegoat? And her scapegoat is the person, just the person who is near her. It doesn't even have to be someone specific. Each person who is near her, the same moment that she started something and it started not working, is her scapegoat, is the one that she will start getting irritated with. She will start shouting at, she will start telling him that it's his fault or her fault, that it's something that she knew from the beginning that it won't work. And this is just every person, and usually a person that is red-headed, and usually it is a fire sign person, and not a Leo, but an Aries. So if there is some Aries that is collaborating with her and he's happened to be red-headed, then he really is in trouble, because he is the one that will be her next victim. Okay, so that's number 5. Now, number 6 is what is her rejection. And that card is about how is the rejection of her shadow affecting her personal life, and what else is she rejecting in order to remain comfortable, and what are her and what is she giving up? Okay, so if we'll just try and say that in a more easy way, it's because she's rejecting her shadow and she doesn't want to see her shadow, then how does it affect her personal life? And what else does she reject so she can remain comfortable? And what does she give up? What else does she give up in order to stay calm, in order to stay comfortable? And the card that I'm getting is the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is all her dreams. The 7 of Cups is the card of the dreams that can and should become reality. And these are the things that she's giving up, because she knows that all of her plans, everything that she plans, always never, or let's say it never becomes reality. She gives up on every dream that she has ever had. And this goes very well with the Chariot card, because the Chariot card is also about not giving up about your dreams, but she's giving up on her dreams. So we have two cards here that are telling us that she is giving up on her dreams because she cannot deal with the fact that her shadow side is so strong. This is a terrible, terrible shadow side. To deal with the fact that your plans are never working, and instead of doing something about that, because it's very easy to deal with that, all you need to do is go to the right therapist and work with the right therapist about that, and learn how to make the right strategies, how to make the right plans in order to succeed. This is all that it takes in order to learn how to do that. But she doesn't do that. And because she doesn't do that, all of those cards are popping up. And she just gives up on all of her dreams. All of her dreams are just falling down the drain. Hi. If you can see, I'll just show you my cat in the window. She wants in, I think, so I will let her in. רוצה פנימה חמודה? הנה אני אתן לך פנימה. איך יצאת בכלל החוצה? ביי, ביי. ביי, מתוקה. ביי, תכנסי. אבל אני באמצע. מה שאני באמצע? Okay, so we were talking about her dreams, and this is really sad, but she's giving up on all of her dreams, everything that she can even think of as her dreams, everything she has ever dreamed of, she's giving up on those so she can not feel the disappointment that every time she makes a plan, it goes down the drain. So this is terrible, to give up on all of your dreams. Okay, so this is card number 6. Card number 7 is forgiveness. What does forgiveness and healing look like? How can she soothe herself, and how can she heal her wounds, if she can? And what I'm getting here is another king, and it's the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is the general manager. And the general manager is not a person of therapy, is not a person that can really heal wounds. He is someone who is very cold, very businesslike. He is not someone who can really help her heal her wounds and heal her shadow side. All it says is that if she wants to get some healing, it will cost her a lot of money. What I can say about the King of Pentacles is that the King of Pentacles is a person that is independent, and he needs his independence. He's very good in business, and he's a very ambitious person. He's not a person that will help her heal. He's not a healer. So it's not, she's not going to find a healer. She's not going to find someone that is going to help her heal. She needs to find someone that she can pay in order to heal. So I'm not sure that she's going to do that, but if she wants to heal, she needs to find someone that takes money, and a lot of money, because the King of Pentacles is not a person that takes just, you know, 2 pence for a treatment. So that's the forgiveness. And the last card for this reading is the release. Where is she headed if she can find forgiveness? What is her potential once she frees herself? So if she can find forgiveness, where is she headed? And what I'm getting here is the 10 of Wands. So even if she finds forgiveness, she's not going to a good place. This is a card of overload. This is a card of someone who is taking way too much upon himself. This is a card of someone who, if she is able to find forgiveness, she will feel so much blame about the things that she has done in the past that I think that it will be very difficult for her to deal with that. It just shows that no matter what, whether she doesn't find forgiveness and she keeps on living in the way that she lives now, with no dreams, with not being able to fight for her dreams, with being self-destructive, with not being able to fulfill her plans. So even if she keeps on living this way, it's not good. But even if she does find forgiveness, it will be even more difficult. She will have to deal with all of the things that she has done in the past, and it's probably not so easy. So I think that without even seeing the devil card here, we see the devil as a description of a devil here. So that's the tarot. And as always, I'm using the dark mirror to as an oracle deck. So let's see. What does the dark mirror has to say to that woman? Okay, the woman who caused Lady Hussey to retire. The woman who caused Lady Hussey to retire. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. Even though I even remembered it in the beginning of the reading, and I already don't. And what I'm getting here is masquerade. And this is exactly what she did, because she masqueraded herself as if she's someone who's not from Britain, as if she is someone who is from an African descent. And then when Lady Hussey asked her where she's from, she said, I am from Britain, I'm a British citizen. And Lady Hussey tried to talk to her a little bit more and to get some more information from her, because she was dressed like someone who was not British. So she was masquerading as someone who's not British. So this is exactly what she was doing. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.